Hello, hello, hello. We are leaving tomorrow for Key West, and I spent last night and this morning figuring out long control, so we shouldn't have any more issues. I went through 20 or 30 stoplights. I found the perfect road for it, and didn't touch any of the controls, didn't jerk around. It was perfect. Didn't really get to test any creep events, but it's all right. Creep events won't be that much. So the next thing we're doing is we're fixing exit diving. The reason why we want to fix exit diving is because it represents my last real cause of disengagement now. So this test coming up here should be perfect because it's a double lane road with a lane marker in the center and the far right. However, the lane marker on the far right is a lane over. I usually always dive towards it. So what I did, I have my lane averaging code, which you can check out in devel_ZSS. And I have a lane width averager that takes the lane width and averages it over 30 seconds. So we have a stable lane width over many minutes. And then I wrote some code to reduce the right lane probability depending upon if it's wider than the current average lane width. And holy shit, we did not dive towards any of those exits. So basically what the code is doing, it looks at the average lane width over the last 30 seconds, and if the lane lines are detected wider than the average, it will take a look at the left lane line, how probable that is, and then use that to divide the right lane width probability based by how confident we are in the left lane line. So basically the logic goes like this. We're driving along, both lane lines are detected 50% or higher, and it's adding lane widths to a 30 item array to be averaged. The right lane line fucks off, and it goes over there. It stops averaging the lane width, so we have a static lane width when opposite share of the lane lines. No exit diving whatsoever. This is really nice. And then the code just makes the right lane less probable depending on the width that's been averaged and the left lane probability. So if there's an example to where we only have a right lane line and there's no left lane line, the right lane line is able to be fully probable as it would like. So I think that interpolating the probabilities based upon other probabilities, it's really good. So we're gonna try to find some more exits real quick and not get hit by Mr. Digger or incoming traffic. I've also noticed that cornering performance has been improved because halfway through a corner we're not detecting a curb as part of the corner, which is nice. Because what usually happens if you detect a far out lane, quote unquote, to the right halfway through a single lane line corner, you end up diving towards it, which is not cool. Alright, here's my test track. We'll let OpenPilot do its thing. And this is a single middle lane line road, just like many of them around here. And we'll see what happens. Right now we have over 50% probability is detecting the curb as a lane line, which is fine by me. It's at the edge of the road. I suppose the only other thing I really want to fix is that I'm riding rather close in curves with INDI. This is like a very common INDI thing. But as you can see, we're not detecting a right lane line anymore, or at least we weren't a moment ago, and it's dropping in and out because as it detects a lane line, it's too wide. It's wider than the average, so it gets the probability of it gets dropped out, and we get smooth performance. So I know this is all like really complex and really convoluted, But take a look at the code. If you understand Python, then it should be really easy to understand. But I'm going to stop talking, and we're just going to go through these remaining curves, and that'll be it. Oh, someone typed something. Keep talking. Oh, hi. Hi, Dorkmo. I think I've said enough. So anyway, here's another reason why I use my lane width averaging code is that we're on a road with only a center lane line, and usually OpenPilot would drive too far right or what the fuck ever. So anyway, the lane averaging code's pretty nice to keep OpenPilot from being all derpy. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream, and then I can share those exits I did not dive off of, thankfully.